something else that people are still talking about, the Grammys. Apparently getting a Grammy nomination should be about talent and execution. That's what we hope. But some stars, they're shaking their heads, Wiz, because they say it's more about who you know. And Halsey is one of those stars. Producer Chris joins us now. Chris, what do you have for us today on this?
Hey, Chris. Believe it that it's more about networking and who you know, a Hollywood award show?
Get out of here.
Let's just establish Halsey's got a bone to pick with the organization, with the Academy, though, because she is one of the several people who was notably snubbed when the Grammy nominations came out last week. But now she's also joining the list of people who are speaking out against the Recording Academy. There we go. All right.
We were just talking about anatomy, so I feel you.
Over the weekend, Halsey shared a statement on her Instagram story. She claimed that earning a nomination from the Recording Academy takes knowing the right people. That's in quotes. She believes the Academy picks those who commit to big TV performances and make them a lot of money. She also stuck up for other artists like The Weeknd and Manic, who were also snubbed for the nominations. We talked about The Weeknd last week. Drake also came out in defense of The Weeknd, saying the Grammys, quote, may no longer matter. He was joined by Nicki Minaj, who was also snubbed, and Justin Bieber, who was nominated, but took issue with the category in which he was nominated. So here's what The Weeknd wrote on social media last week. You remember, he said, the Grammys remain corrupt. You owe me, my fans, and the industry transparency. His fans think it's rigged too. Not only is the headliner for the Super Bowl halftime show in February, but his song Blinding Lights peaked at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and spent 40 weeks in the top 10. Marissa, what do you think?
I think they're right. I think it's about who you know. I think it's about who's judging. I think they need to have a more diverse board, not just in, racial makeup, but also generationally, because there's some people, and maybe even internationally, there needs to be a change in who's deciding who wins. Maybe turn it into a People's Choice Awards. Let the people vote. I don't know what the solution is, but I think when you have this number of artists coming out, artists of a high caliber, there's something wrong and something needs to change.
They're definitely in danger of alienating a lot of artists and fans.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Also, I've noticed over the years that, many artists are no longer showing up at the Grammys. I think Beyonce and Jay-Z recently in these past couple of years aren't always present at the Grammys. So we're starting to see artists supporting artists by not simply showing up to the award show. So we'll see what happens this year. Of course, it's going to be virtual, but it's a snub all around. This is not surprising. And it's really unfortunate because The Weeknd is one of the biggest global artists out here. Blinding Lights. I mean, that whole album was incredible. Halsey too. I mean, Billie Eilish got like every nomination. So it's like, come on, where's the representation? Where can we really, see that, like you said, Marissa, with the board, that people are really taking account generationally and then also genre wise too, really making it matter of who should be nominated in these categories for sure. We've seen it with J. Cole. We've seen it with even Kanye. We've seen it with, many other artists. So, we'll see what comes when it's time for the Grammys, but it's unfortunate. I mean, they should know better. The Weeknd is one of the hottest artists out here right now.
Yeah, they've been asleep at the wheel on this for a while. I mean,
that's a good way to put it.
Well, yeah, I mean, if they think that this is not the case, then all they got to do is be transparent. Tell us, who picked who, why they picked them. I mean, put it out there before you even get to this point if you want to really be transparent, and that way people can say, oh, this is why you did this, instead of this whole big thing of secrecy, and you just show up and they say, okay, here you go, kind of like the NBA lottery. You just show up and it's already lined up and you say, okay, you got the number one pick. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All I got to say is somebody's going to demand answers sooner or later. So we'll see. The revolution shall be televised for sure.
Okay.